So you lived in New York and
in the summer.
also painted
Everywhere. Hello, thank you for the interview. Yeah, so I made all these paintings in New York, where I stayed for the last 2 months. And before I started this body work, I was just painting roosters for maybe 1 year. So with these paintings, I started like sort of a new subject for me, and I felt very free. I would just paint what I wanted to paint. I wasn't like that strict. So like all these paintings are uh, basically about countryside. Uh, it's uh, it's about like the disbalance between what people think of countryside, the romantic idea of countryside, and what is between this like a real countryside, because countryside can be seen as like very romantic place where one has time to like work, make art, or do things in a garden, but it can be also like sort of dark place, like where people drink too much alcohol or are yeah or are like I don't know. I have a house in countryside of Slovakia where I spend every summer since 2015, and this place like changed my life, and also my work. This is like the biggest inspiration for me, and so these works are sort of about these things. For example, I have cat, like I observe her. I have chickens, which are very important for me. Like I observe them a lot, but I usually, I, like this is what the animals are about, and the painting is something else. It's not like science illustration or something like this. And like this painting is sort of like metaphorical for me, because I was painting a lot of chickens and roosters and everything, and this cat is like eating this killed rooster, which can also be a metaphor for like so many things, for everyone. It's like something cute, which can be like aggressive and dangerous and nasty in some way, just like me, because I'm also so cute, but I can be dangerous. But it's also like sort of like a goodbye to roosters for me, to the topic I were like working with before. And for example, I bought one rooster which I wanted to paint, but then I was sort of disappointed because I wanted to paint him like he's jumping and fighting or something like this, but he were just like relaxed, like walking in a backyard. So there was nothing exciting about it. So I'm always using like Google Images. I go to photo bank and I use these things. So there's like so these paintings, they totally, I hope, don't look like they're made with the help of like internet, but they like totally are. Or especially when I'm in Berlin in the winter, or when I'm in New York, I don't have these surroundings there, so I have to work just also with these romantic ideas and like photographs. So for example, I use like a wallpaper for computer screen as an inspiration for the paintings, because they make like these most romantic landscapes, for example. But yeah.
also have self-portraits here.
Right. This is, I also, when I'm in a village there, I live there by myself, so I don't have many models there. And I really wanted to paint myself with my rooster, he's called Albert, and with all these cherries which are like growing there in my garden. So I just took photographs of myself, and then I made all these paintings. There's like a whole series, but this is just like one of them.
And,
yeah.
The white cat, is this your white cat?
Yes, could be my white cat, but I bought a cat before I moved to countryside, and she's like a white Persian cat, and she's so trashy since I live in a village, because nobody wants to brush her, so I usually don't paint her. But yeah, the idea comes from my cat, but this cat is somewhere on the internet, for example. I was born in Slovakia in '87. I studied on Academy of Fine Arts in Slovakia, where I get my master, and it was very interesting. But then a little bit too long. You know, I was there for 6 years, and after that, I had some success in my country, which was like very encouraging me, and I made some money. I was bought by National Gallery in Slovakia as a youngest artist ever, which was like super exciting. And then I felt like, wow, like what should I do now? Like I cannot stay here anymore. So I went to New York, and there in New York I met actually Andrej, my gallerist, which I'm showing with here. So that was very exciting, and it was in 2014. And since this moment we worked together, and and then I lived in Berlin last year for 5 months, and so basically I cannot live anywhere for more than 3 months. I always have to like move and change the cities because I'm always like so tired of these places. But yeah.
Sir Norman Rosenthal also write about you. You know him?
Yes, I know him. He wrote about me now second time, and I'm very excited. This is actually so wonderful what he wrote, because he was. I sent him these works. I was like, "Hey Norman, what do you think?" And he were in China, and he sent me this email back, and we basically put the email he sent to the catalog, and we were all like very excited about it because